Hi, I'm Sam Lowe, Golf Performance Coach, and this is the science of golf performance with Par for Success. Today, I want to talk to you about rotary centers, where the importance of a rotary center exists in relation to the golf swing and golf performance. So there are actually 4 rotary centers, and today I'm going to talk to you directly about hip internal rotation, within the hips themselves. Working those hips, that internal rotation, to help develop and facilitate the golf swing. The golf swing itself, in my posture, facilitates internal rotation in both directions, both in the backswing and the foreswing. So the hip internal rotation is crucial. And good flexibility and rotation is crucial to developing a good golf swing and expressing power and distance on the course. I've got a couple of things I want to show you here today. In fact, 3 simple movements to help you work on your hip internal rotation and express that again, that flexibility on the golf course. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to get down on the floor here, and I will show you the first movement. All of these movements, by the way, are very simple. They are something that you can do in just a few minutes at home, at the office, or maybe even on the golf course prior to starting your round. So let's start off real simply. We're going to call this one a leg raise. While pointing the toe down, I'm going to come down here on my elbow. My legs are going to come out straight. My top leg I'm going to raise up about that far, maybe about 12 inches above the bottom foot. And I'm going to rotate on my hip and point my toe downward. I'm going to bring it back, put the leg back down again, and I'm going to repeat. Somewhere around 6 to 8 times is pretty good. Again, raising the leg up, pointing the toe down, rotating the toe back, lowering the leg again. And again, that's simply called raising the leg and pointing the toe down. Simple movement, but very effective. The second one, again, same involvement. Fairly simplistic movement, can be done just about anywhere, home office or on the course prior to starting your round. I'm going to put one leg out like this, bring the other leg up. I'm going to put the bent leg heel into the ground like that, sit up fairly tall. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to blow that breath out as I lower my knee slowly to the floor. The goal is to try and keep most of my backside in contact with the floor or the ground as I rotate in. I want to hold for a few seconds, maybe 2 or 3, and then rotate back out again. Another deep breath, and rotate down again. Back up, and back down again. And this is the kind of movement where we could do this probably 3 to 5 times, and maybe more like 5 or 6 on each leg, depending on how tight this area feels. This actually works more of the deep rotator area underneath the leg, this area down here, but facilitates that internal rotation that we were talking about just a few minutes ago. And down and up, and then I can simply switch to the other leg. Something to be mindful here as you do this is noticing the difference in rotation between this leg and this leg. If you're a right-handed golfer, trail leg versus lead, or the opposite if you're a lefty. And again, rotating in slowly. Big deep breath at the top. Blowing it out as I bring it down, holding for just a few more seconds. And then bringing that leg up back in a relaxed state. I've got one more to show you here this afternoon. I'm going to get a couple of props and I'll be right back. All right, the third movement that I'm going to show you to give you some assistance again in developing a little bit more range of motion within that internal hip rotation is going to be using one prop and possibly 2. A chair or a bench to sit on, and then this foam roller. It doesn't have to be a foam roller, it could be a yoga block or something that's going to create just a little bit of space right here between the knees as I set this up. So the foam roller goes right here. My knees are going to come together, and I'm from the floor simply going to rotate in. This foam roller is going to facilitate me creating just a little bit of pressure inward as I rotate my foot outward. I'll start to feel a little bit going on in here, the outside of the hip, as there's a little bit of muscle activation in the hip abductors there. I can alternate back and forth if I would like, or I can concentrate it all on one leg. And again, as I stated before with the last movement, I need to make sure, try to be a little bit mindful at least, of what's happening with this leg versus this leg. I may notice a difference, and that's something just to be aware of. Look, always looking for a little bit of balance. And again, probably somewhere in the neighborhood by the nature of this movement right here, let's maybe shoot for 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. And again, this is something that would take maybe 3 to 5 minutes out of your day, will create great benefit, not only on the golf course, but in general hip mobility as well. There's a lot of value in taking the time to work these things into your day and into your daily exercise routine. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for your time.